I'll tell you right now, this is the stuff that pisses me off about chiropractors. I'm Dr. Dan. I'm the chiropractic advocate. I interact with chiropractors all day long, and I'm going to tell you, I love them. I love you as a chiropractor. I am one. I've been doing this for 23 years. Here's what I'll tell you though. There are some things that just grind my gears, and I'm committed to telling you the truth. That's what this video is about. So I've got 4 things that I want to cover that are on my heart. Listen, I'm here to tell you the truth. You may not hear this from anywhere else. In fact, I know you won't hear this from anywhere else, and I am committed. No bones about it, no filter. I want to tell you the truth as I know it, as I see it. There are 4 things right now that really drive me crazy. Number 1 is the fact that I'm seeing this across the board. I see this on Facebook, I see this on Instagram, I see this interacting, that there are chiropractors that will not recommend the profession to their patients, to their loved ones, or students who are seeking out chiropractic as a career. It breaks my heart and it gets me, right? It drives me a bit nuts. When I even smell somebody asking about or desiring to know more about the profession of chiropractic, I am all over them. I realized that chiropractic, in my eyes, when I was seeking it out, was so small compared to what it actually is. And so I'm here to say, like, that hasn't changed. I challenge anybody saying, no, chiropractic would be a good career. Now, here's what I'm saying. Is student debt at an all-time high? Yes. Is insurance and reimbursement at all-time low? Yes. Is chiropractic delivered through a business? Yes. Which means that you have to be a business person to some degree if you're gonna own your own practice. Yes. Is business easy? No. But all of that to say, my goodness, I look left, I look right, I interact with a lot of entrepreneurs, and I see what's going on. The luxury, the joy, the fulfillment to be able to help somebody with their health in a unique environment and profession and delivery mechanism called the chiropractic adjustment. I'm telling you, very few things, if any, that can even compare. Now, I know you're on your own journey. I want to know in the comments your perspective. I'm sure this is going to be across the board, but you as a chiropractor, if you're a chiropractor that most likely you're watching this, what's your take? The second thing that drives me crazy is when chiropractors say, there's just too many chiropractors in my town, I can't make it, you don't get it, there's so many of them, and there's not enough people, there's too many chiropractors, too competitive. That is a load of you know what, and here's why. Are there more people who are unaware of the benefits that you provide and the solutions that you give in your town than those who do know? That's the question, and it's a resounding yes. More people are unaware. There's never been a better time for those in alternative care, not practicing conventional medical care, because people want it. They're knocking down the doors, waiting list practices. So the difference is awareness and education. Are they aware of what you have, and are they educated on what you could do for them? See, that's the difference. That's what I pride myself on. We help chiropractors every single day, and if you're out there saying, hey, I don't know how to communicate it, I don't know if I'm doing it effectively, I don't know when somebody comes in, I'm saying the right things, I wanna help you. This is what I do. Why? Because I care about you, I care about our profession, I care about the people getting what you have. I know I seem a little bit angry on this one, and I'm okay with it. Hit me up in the comments. If you agree, I want to know. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like, give me something. And if you don't agree, I also want to hear it. I'm okay with it. Just spell my name right. Third thing, gets me a little fired up about chiropractors, is this idea that they say, well, there's no science to back up. And I know typically if you're listening to this, it's probably not you. Is there science? Is there research? Is there evidence? Is there proof? And I'm first to go to, we've got 100, almost 30 years worth of proof, but let's just take that aside. And let's just look at the real data that supports the benefits of chiropractic. And I shot a video that you could find somewhere over here that will help you better understand this even further, and I'll be shooting more. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel because I love the science. I love to show you how the spine is intimately connected to the brain. It is where I come from. It's the cloth that I come from. I have 2 brothers who are medical doctors. My mom's a nurse, my sister's an occupational therapist. I grew up in the world. I have to live a life where I'm constantly defending what I do, kind of to prove my value, right? If you know my story, I'm proving that I've made a good decision. And so I am aligned and or really attracted to the science and the research because I'm still validating myself in a decision. I surely can help you because I guarantee you, you don't have this cloud hanging over you where you've got to prove it to yourself and other people. I do, I will, and I have gone those paths to be able to show people that there is science and evidence. Not only science and evidence to back up the validity of what you do, but to actually show to any medical provider the validity of what you do as a chiropractor. So if somebody asks you, is there science and evidence to back up with chiropractic? What I will teach you to respond with is not, yes, there is, it's ask a question. What would you accept as proof? Once they give you that, then you give them the proof. But if somebody comes out and says, do you have science, do you have evidence, do you have proof? And you start giving it, it's an easy way for them to look at what you have and say, oh, that's not good, or that's not good, or that's not good. I'm telling you, the science world is so goofy and strung out and weird, and there's room for everybody to have an opinion, and there's room for everybody to say, ooh, that's not good science. And listen, rightfully so. So when somebody asks me, do you have science, do you have evidence, do you have research? I always respond with, what will you accept as research? And the fourth and last thing that really drives me nuts regarding chiropractors is when they say, nobody in my town gets it. As if your town is different than somebody else's town. Listen, everybody who comes into a chiropractic clinic, when I say everybody, most people who walk in as a new patient, they want one visit, they want it to be free, and they want all their pain and symptoms to be gone. This is across the world. I have spoken all over the world and I found out it is the same. Some places have insurance, some don't, but it doesn't change the fact that people want to pay the least amount possible and they want the least invasive and the least amount of time possible. One visit, no cost. That would be ideal. The difference isn't your town or your community. It's not. It's not the people in your town. You may have blue collar, you may have white collar. It doesn't matter what type of collar town you have. I'm telling you. What matters is your ability to communicate it effectively. And that starts with your ownership of it. Are you convicted of it, number one? Number two is, do you have the ability to relate and care for another human? And then number three is, are the words that are coming out of your mouth, or better yet, the language that you're using, which actually is tone, body language, and your verbal words, are they resonating with the people you're talking to? As neuroscientist and PhD Gregory Burns said, a person can have the greatest idea in the world, completely different from anything else and novel, but if that person can't convince enough other people, it doesn't matter. That reigns true with what you have, with what we have, right? Because if you have this amazing thing, actually it requires more skill and strategy to be able to communicate the effectiveness. And here's the thing, because when you look at this poster, right, the poster I created, Power of an Adjustment, majority of benefits occur without them feeling it. So we have to be able to communicate that. And that's the difference between a chiropractor making $50,000 working for a franchise, or the person and classmate who sat right next to him that got worse grades is making $500K in his own practice. Why? Because he can communicate. So as I said, if you need help with this, this is what I love to do. Why? Because you have a big gift, a skill set, and a license to help a lot of people. And I want to help to see you win, because if you win, chiropractic wins. When chiropractic wins, people win. If you need help, click the link below. Let's jump on a call. In the meantime, don't be one of those chiropractors that piss me off. That's it for me. I'm a nice guy. I'm fun-loving. I'm a dad. I think I'm a good friend. I love Jesus. But there's sometimes you just get a little irritated because you want what's better for people and humanity, and most importantly, my profession and you as a chiropractor. So there you have it. Dr. Dan, I'm out.